Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Miracles with Mary. In this video, I'm going to talk about law of attraction and how vision boards opened my third eye. And so I'm going to first talk about my history with vision boards and then my third eye awakening because of creating vision boards, and then I'll show you how to master the vision board. So let's begin. Okay, so my interest in vision boards started when I was in middle school, searching for answers, searching for the truth, and I actually manifested The Secret documentary through my younger cousin, and her dad he bought it for her. But she had it, and I was interested in watching it, so it came to me. And after watching one of the speakers on there talk about vision boards, he manifested the mansion or the gigantic house that he had cut from a magazine, and he pulled out his vision board and he realized, oh my God, I'm actually living in this house. And he started tearing up. So I was like, that is inspiring and that is also empowering, so I'm gonna practice that. So I've been practicing using vision boards to create my future for over a decade now, and I can say that I'm pretty good at using this as a tool to see into the future or create into the future. So this is what inspired the video. And over time, when I created vision boards, I would have probably between 75 to 90% of it manifest. It's not always 100% because sometimes all the time, the universe, your higher self knows what actually would serve you better than what you specifically want. So your third eye, I'm also going to talk about clairvoyancy. So your third eye, which is right here, the chakra right here, between the eyebrows, it involves images, visions, intuition, and imagination. And it really increased my strength in clearly seeing. So clairvoyancy is clear seeing, of seeing the truth, seeing past the illusion, seeing past the material world, reading between the lines, connecting the relationship between two things or two events or two people and making sense of it. And around your third eye, it's the command center. In Sanskrit, it means to command. So that's what I've been using. I've been practicing this area, which is one of the strongest chakras that I have, to command things into my future and to clearly see things in the future. And so what represents the third eye is light, and light cuts through the darkness. It cuts through the bullshit. It cuts through the illusion. So I've been practicing that for over a decade. And so when I kept using vision boards to visualize and practice my intuition, it really helped me see past time and space. And the command center here is where you hold an image in your mind so it can manifest physically. Visualization is more, since it's around the area, the brain, the pineal gland, it is a mental thing. So I'm really strong with clairvoyancy, and so it's been, my third eye is pretty open, and everybody has access to this and everybody can strengthen it. You first have to believe that you have this gift, and if you do believe it, it will come. And if you don't, then it's not going to work for you. But everybody is gifted. And so just to give some examples of my successes with vision boards, it can be just a big picture manifestation to a very detailed manifestation. So for one example, so I manifest using 90-day time frames, because that's how far you can see your mind can perceive into the future, and that's a time frame a lot of entrepreneurs work with to manifest a goal or a project. And so for one manifestation, for a 3-month period, I wanted to manifest 3 books each month, one on spirituality, one on business, and one on health. And at the end of the 3-month period, I received 9 books, which is what I wanted, 3 per month for 3 months. And so one of the examples was I manifested Wheels of Life because I wanted to open doorways to abundance. And I did a meditation, and I figured out, it popped up in my head that I had to open the root and sacral chakra. And a friend's like, hey, maybe you'd be interested. I can mail you this book. And I got it in the mail. And also I met the author at an event in Los Angeles, and I kept bumping into her. So now I'm doing more work on chakras. So learning and teaching. And another example, a second example, I wanted to, when I got out of college, when I graduated, I wanted my first job to be like of good status. I wanted to do something in management because I studied hospitality management, and I wanted to work in holistic health. And so I drew on my vision board what I wanted, and I ended up finding a grocery chain store that was opening up and looking at through positions, and they had position for assistant manager at the natural living department. And I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. Like, it's holistic health management position. So it took a month to actually apply for it because I was looking at multiple positions, but I ended up there, which was perfect, and it was well paid, and I was super happy. I'm like, that was on my vision board, and it was specific. And the last example I'm going to give is, so when I moved to Colorado, I wanted to focus more on holistic health, and I wanted to manifest 1 or 2 mentors who are naturopaths or really into healing in the professional field. And I ended up attracting a medical physician who specializes in integrative health, and she also specialized in cannabis medicine. So it was really interesting and really awesome. And she also did work with music and frequency therapy. And I'm like, whoa, a Western doctor who's interested in holistic and Eastern alternative healing as well. And what also happened is that she was opening up a holistic clinic with other healers. And there are 2 other prominent healers. One was a holistic nutritionist specialized in epigenetics, and the other one was a doctor of Eastern medicine, and she uses frequency healing with her acupuncture as well. So I was like, this is my shit. And I manifested this mentorship, and she came to me. So it could be that specific. So I've never stopped my vision boarding activities. Every 3 months I would create a new one. So now I'm going to show you how I create a vision board. So how I do it is I don't use my time to look at magazines and count images because I don't get magazines. And what I do is I go straight to just creating a web on a piece of paper, but I'm going to go through the few steps first. So the first step in creating a vision board is to focus on the big picture. So there's this book I read called Playing the Matrix, and the author was a speaker in The Secret, and he said you are way more successful with manifesting something into the physical if you focus on the big picture first. And so the big picture, what I do is I think of a title that makes me feel excited, that makes me feel passionate about life, and that's the center of my next 3 months to manifest. And so this current vision board that I have, it's called Manifest Luck. I've also had Manifest Miracles. I've also had Homecoming, which represented the next 3 months of me transitioning from the US to living in Vietnam. And so that would be the big picture, an inspiring title. Think of the inspiring title. What do you want to manifest in the next 3 months? So the second step was pick a 3-month frame, 90-day frame. It could be the middle of the month to the next, counting to the next 90 days. So I was really specific with, let's say, do from, you can start, if you just started and it's like April 15th to April to like the next 3 months. I can't count right now when I'm talking. And I'm a numerologist. Ironic. So the second step is to pick a 90-day frame. And then the third step is to write down a list of everything that you want. So I'm going to give some examples of the life topics that you can write goals or intentions or dreams about. So I usually always write something for a spiritual goal. It could relate to like a deeper connection with my higher self. It could be finding my soul group. A next topic I would focus about is financial. So it could be about a job that you want to land. It could be a business expansion. It could be about your career, your reputation. And then the next topic is focusing on love or relationships. And it could also involve like how you can love yourself more as well if you just want to focus on your own life. It also involved family and friendship goals as well. And then the next topic would be personal development. So the example that I gave about the 3 books, that was a personal development, and I wanted to learn more about business, spirituality, and health for the next 3 months. And then another one would be physical health, so focusing on your diet and focusing on your exercise goals. The next topic would be fun, social, travel. I've put examples of a surprise visit to this country or surprise or attending this fun event. And then the last topic could be like social media, because I always have goals on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram as well. More about influencing people. So those are some of the topics I put. And usually for like money or the financial, I'll usually have like 3 goals, 2-3 different goals for that. And then the next step would be, so before I move on to the next step, I'll usually create like 20 goals or 20 intentions. But if you focus on way too much, if you put all of those on the next 90 days, that's gonna spread your attention everywhere. And so one of the most important things is to focus on your manifestations. So not a lot of people talk about focus. So the next step after writing all your goals, writing a large list, you need to select and eliminate. So I want you to focus on the goals that excite you, that you are passionate about, that you can wake up to every day, because you don't have time to invest all your attention on everything. It's still like difficult for a lot of people to balance every single thing in their lives equally. So eliminate the goals that you feel like meh about. So focus on the most important things. And then for the next step is to focus on the structure. So what I create is a web, and I'll just demonstrate what it looks like. So I'll usually have the big picture title in the middle, and this one is Manifest Luck. And then and then I start writing different goals surrounding, I'm just scribbling, surrounding the big picture, and then I'll put a circle around it so it's not finished yet, and then I'll attach it to the big picture. And then, so now I'm going to talk about the do's and the don'ts. I have more do's and don'ts on creating a vision board. This is how I do it all the time now. So one of the do's is to add visuals. So, which is like the point of this video, is to create strengthen your third eye chakra. And so I doodle different images for different goals. For the one where for the title, I drew 4-leaf clover. And let's say I have a travel goal and I'll draw an airplane. I'll have a goal for diet, and I'll draw little vegetables, or I have a goal of meeting my soul group, and I'll just draw doodles of different people. So the point of creating visuals and images is that it's going to strengthen your vision. It's going to help you work with your imagination. So Einstein said that if it has to come with choosing knowledge or choosing imagination to accomplish things, imagination is always going to win, because knowledge is limited and imagination can take you everywhere. And so with images on your vision board, you're going to start noticing different signs that'll pop up in your reality. And it's another way for your brain to pick up an opportunity when you are near that opportunity as well. And then the next do is to hang your vision board somewhere that you can see every single day. So I have a vision board now that I put on my laptop screensaver in background. You can also put your vision board as a screensaver for your phone, because you look at it every day, probably almost 50 times or more a day. And then there's another place where you can put it on your bedroom door. And also really effective is putting it over your fridge, because you always go to your fridge every day. And then the next do is to add affirmations around it. So I will add very positive affirmations when let's say I had a vision board that's most focused on my business. I'll add affirmations that'll say money is easy to make, or I am abundant, or the universe provides me everything that I need. And so you're gonna keep brainwashing yourself with those beliefs, because your beliefs is what creates your reality. So affirmations. And then I just want to go back to choosing goals that excite you. So the point of choosing goals that excite you the most is because your emotions are fuel to your manifestation. So emotion is energy in motion. And when you are more excited and when you're feeling high vibe, which is like good feelings, it helps to manifest faster. And it's also going to help you really pick and be very clear about what you actually want in the future. And then now I have only 2 do nots. So the first do not is to do not attach yourself to specific people, because they're also players in the matrix. They have their willpower as well. If you want to manifest, let's say, I want this relationship with this specific guy, just leave that behind, because sometimes the universe has something that's better for you. So if you do want to choose a person that's specific, you can say this person or someone better. So in going back to referencing the book Playing the Matrix, that's like a huge no, is to attach yourself to a specific job or a specific person or a specific income level. But if you're very sure, you can still try practicing specific jobs. And then the second do not is don't give up when something doesn't manifest. So if something doesn't manifest in my 90-day time frame, I will move it on to the next 90-day time frame. And if it constantly fails, then that means the universe is saying you gotta focus on something else. Something else is better coming your way that is meant for you. So adapt and change. And the vision board that you put for the next 90 days is not a permanent thing, because I'll refine it with the more things I know. So one of the strongest things that you're going to develop when you're making vision boards is knowing what you want, because that's the first step before manifesting. How do you can't manifest something until you know what you want. A lot of people don't know what they want, and the universe is just going to give them whatever, because your belief is like, I don't know what I want, like just give me whatever, life happens to me, not for me. So last thing is, do not ever give up. Don't give up on what you actually want to manifest, because everything is possible. Everything is in the universe is available to you, and every possibility is available, and you can step into that reality. So belief is super important, and focus is super important, as well as emotion, to your adding emotion to your goals. So this is my video on law of attraction and how vision boards open my third eye. It would really excite me when if you guys can comment on your successes with your vision boards. And if you like this video on how to manifest and open your third eye, give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to get more. And also, I do numerology as well to help you focus and see into the future, as well as look in the past and focus on the present for success, for personal and business success. So feel free to check out my website below in the description, and I will see you guys later. Until next time, bye.